folks. Good afternoon. Thursday now. Thursday, April 23rd. Okay. Transformation Thursday. Now, we are here today. We're not here for a long time today, but we're certainly here for a good time and a delicious one at that. We are transforming the velouté sauce that we had made prior. We made that last night into a delicious chicken pot pie filling. Now, we got a few things already going here today. Okay, we kind of cut out some of the earlier preparation on video, and I had a live chat with my students where we prepared the pie dough for our crust. So a lot of what you're going to be seeing today is just kind of the finishing touches and everything coming together. So we're going to do a scan over here of, again, our mise en place in our station to see what we have. There's our velouté sauce, okay? Just pulled that out of the fridge that we had made on our last video, okay? Same thing with our chicken. You saw that we pulled that all off of the carcasses of the chickens that we roasted. We have some peas, pearl onions, some fresh herbs, a little green Dijon mustard here. And in our pan, we have potatoes, carrots, and celery, okay? Now, what we did with these is we just par-cooked those, and then we got them sauteed in some butter here, and this is how the pot pie filling is going to come together here. Now, we're keeping this very, very simple and uncomplicated for you guys because I want you to be able to easily replicate this at home, all right? So now we're going to add our pearl onions in here, and this is going to go really quick. Okay, just the frozen pearl onions from the store are completely fine. I love pearl onions in pot pie because it's that nice whole little bite. And when you cut an onion up in a larger hunk like that, it just kind of petals apart and falls apart, and they're hard to see. And I want to see those. We're going to get our peas right in, okay? Frozen peas as well. Frozen vegetables are fine in this. Frozen vegetables, they're already par-cooked and blanched, so we really just only have to heat them through, okay? Like always, we're going to season as we go. Salt. Now it's time to add some black pepper. The velouté sauce is going to go right in. We're actually going to wait to add our chicken at the end, okay? Not until the sauce is all hot, okay? That chicken, all right, we got to be very delicate with it. We don't want it to overcook and get seen dry, but we still want it to absorb some of that velouté sauce and really kind of suck in some of that flavor. So it's just a balancing act. So we have our really nice looking velouté sauce in there, okay? It has that nice rich color because we added all of those pan drippings from the roasting of the chickens that we used for our meat, okay? Had we not, this probably would have been a few shades lighter in color. Okay, now we're just going to bring this up to a bubble simmer, okay? This isn't something that needs to stay on the stove for a long, long time. The majority of the work is making the velouté itself, the roasting of the chicken, okay? And then even with your vegetables, you're buying the onions, you're buying the peas, they're ready to go. All you need to do is cut some carrots into rondelle and then just chunk up some hunks of celery. Like we mentioned in the velouté sauce episode when we did the chicken, we really want like big hunks, real home style, if you will. When I think of something like chicken pot pie, it's rustic. It's like, you know, comfort food that you're going to have on a Saturday or a Sunday. Something that you're really kind of digging into here. And, you know, you kind of want to have that, you know, that country home style vibe to it. So we're not going to try and over refine it. All right. Some things can translate to a very super skill-oriented, refined dish. All right. Here, all of the skill is in the sauce, and the skill is really in treating all of the ingredients with just tremendous respect, so we're getting the best flavor out of them. But also, we still want it to look I want it to look like something my grandmother would have made me. Okay, so our velouté sauce and our filling has come up to almost a simmer. We're going to take a look at that right now. All right, you can see that's steaming. Ooh, look at those. Look at that. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to add our chicken right in. Look at all that beautiful chunks of roasted chicken. All right, very natural looking, not all shredded up too much, okay? Now I'm going to tell you guys, this just looks unbelievable. It looks fantastic. All right, huge chunks of chicken, plenty of delicious vegetables, but it does need just a little bit to bring it from ordinary to extraordinary. We are now going to add our fresh herbs. All right, herbs at the end, especially very light, vibrant herbs. Okay, we have parsley and thyme in there. Okay, and then we're going to put in a little bit of grain mustard. The mustard is going to act in a similar way that acids do in regards to food. All right, it's going to give it a little bit of a bite, and it's going to help lift the flavor up and give it a little sharpness too. That's just going to give you that little elevated added flavor that we want in any good food. So we're going to stir this in. We really want to make sure that we get this well mixed in. We don't want to have pockets of mustard in there so somebody gets a big spoonful of mustard. I'd like that. But not everyone likes mustard like I do. Just wonderful. We're going to give this a taste, okay? And we're going to try and get a little bit of everything. As you can see, though, like the vegetables and everything are cooked, but nothing's kind of mushy and falling apart. We want everything to still have their natural character and their integrity here. I don't want to melt my face off here, all right? I like the skin on the roof of my mouth right where it is. Ooh. Ooh. We're going to give it a little shot of black pepper. Just a little bit more salt. 2 of those. And we're going to shut the heat right off. Just let those stir in. Flavors carry. Let that salt dissolve. And this filling is ready to go. Look at that. This may be more all-American than the mac and cheese we made, guys. All right? This just is like screaming the red, white, and blue to me. All right? The stars and stripes. Okay? I feel like a better American making this and eating this. Okay? I just can't wait to see this all completely done. Perfect. Now, because I really don't have much counter space here at all, I'm using the biggest open space that I do have to roll out our pie crust. Okay? Now, we have a block of pie dough here. Okay? But for those of you who were able to join us on the Thursday live feed, our completer students, Culinary 1 and 2, we made this with you guys, okay? And we used the biscuit or pie dough method or the rub method, like we learned about quick breads. It's the exact same fundamental and method. And pie dough is all about ratios, okay? A proportion of one thing to another, okay? We say 3, 2, 1. 3 parts flour by weight, 2 parts fat by weight, 1 part liquid by weight. Okay? And it needs to be by weight because in volume terms, okay, a cup of water is 8 ounces, but a cup of flour is about 4 ounces. So it doesn't translate in volumetric. You need to do it by weight. So 3, 2, 1, and what we did was we did not water, but we used buttermilk. Okay, I had some buttermilk in the fridge. We're going with a buttermilk pie crust here. All right, we did 1 cup of buttermilk, 8 ounces. All right, 1 pound of unsalted butter. You can also use lard, but you can't always find that at the grocery store. Okay, I love lard and pie dough and biscuits. It just, the flavor and the flakiness is tremendous. And then we had 24 ounces of bread flour, a pinch of salt, and then we did a splash of maple syrup in there too. So this is a maple buttermilk pie crust. All right, we're gonna roll this out to the size of the pan that we're making our pies in. Just these guys right here, they're cheap at the grocery store, kind of a deep foil catering tray there. Use once and destroy, as I call them. A little bit of flour on our bench here. Okay, we're gonna go down. Not a ton of flour, just enough so it doesn't stick. Okay, if we impart too much flour back into it, we run the risk of our pie dough getting tough. Now, when we mix this, we started with the flour and the salt in the bowl, and then we cubed the butter up, and I put it in the freezer to get very, very cold. And then we incorporated and paddled the butter in on the KitchenAid. If you have one of those pastry blender things, you can do it by hand as well. But we made 2 big chunks of pie crust here, so I let my handy KitchenAid friend help me out here. Okay, he's kind of, you see him over here. Hello, KitchenAid. All right, and then we mixed the fat and the flour together until the fat balls were about the size of a pea. Okay, or a little tip of your pinky finger here. Okay, and we added our buttermilk and our maple syrup, and we mixed it together until it got shaggy. And then we took it out of the bowl, and we put in a series of folds, okay, until this dough came together and got smooth. In the process of folding the dough, we're creating layers of fat and flour, okay? Those layers of fat and flour is what's going to give us our flaky layers in our crust, all right? Every layer of fat and every layer of flour is where a flake is, okay? The fat is obviously going to melt into the rest of the crust, which is going to give it great flavor and tenderness. But the water and the moisture in the fat evaporates out in the baking process and almost gives you that little bit of layer separation there. The energy or the steam is going to push it apart, very much like puff pastry or laminated doughs like croissants, Danish, and so on. Okay, so we're going to roll this out and get our other one rolled out. We're going to get our filling in our pans, get them capped, right in the oven. Okay, so we got our crust all rolled out, and our filling is in our pan here. We're going to get these capped by taking our dough, and we're literally just going to unfold it right out on top. Now, I don't mind that this is hot, and we're just going to set it right down on there, just like that. Just like that, okay? Same thing with the other one. And we're going to leave a little bit of that pinching on the sides here, okay? Just kind of push that in. That's all right, okay? A little hangover is okay. We will kind of tuck it in here just a tad, okay? And we're going to take these, okay? Nice and smooth. And we're actually going to put a little bit of cream on here, okay? Just a little bit of cream. All right, I don't have, or maybe I do have a pastry brush. Yeah. Okay. Little pastry brush, and we're going to brush that cream all over top. Okay, that's going to help give us a nice golden brown color. Okay. I prefer cream over using an egg wash because it doesn't make sense to put eggs on here. Okay, there's no eggs in this. Nowhere is there eggs anywhere in this recipe. All right, and the cream, all right, will help brown up just as well as an egg yolk or an egg wash would. We're gonna give this a little sprinkle of black pepper on top. Okay, and we've gone through the trouble of not the trouble, but obviously we took the time to be very aware of our seasoning and the process of making all these. Why are we going to abandon the crust? It deserves some love too. Okay. Now these are ready to go. Slide right into the oven. 350. Okay. 350. I'm going to get them right in. And these are probably going to take about a half an hour, 40 minutes. Okay. Just until that crust is golden brown and everything's good to go because the inside's already done. All right. We took it right off of the stove. All right, cap them. Finish making them. Golden brown. Delicious. All right, we're going to take a look at those bad boys when they come out of the oven. And then you're going to see me off, and I'm going to be out on the road delivering those to some friends of the program. Okay? All right, guys, we'll be back when the pot pies are done. Peace. All right, guys, we're back. It's a little smoky in here, all right? One of our pot pies bubbled over, like the smoke alarm was going off. It was ridiculous in here. But our pot pies came out beautiful. We're going to take a look at them, and then I'm going to take the show on the road and bring them to their final destination. All right. Look at those. Golden brown. All right, look at those. Oh, man. That pie crust looks fantastic. All right. So very, 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 very good. Exactly what we wanted. All right. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be our last video here for a few weeks, guys. You guys got April break, okay? Enjoy the staycation. Again, try and make the most out of the situation here. Hey, guys, weather's getting nicer. Hopefully this corona is going to be out the door here pretty soon. Gone. Life's going to be back to normal. All right? Stay in touch with your friends, your family. All right? Do everything you know you need to do. Be your best. Do your best. All right? Keep smiling. Be happy. Life's good. It's just a little different right now. All right? Just keep cooking, guys. Keep cooking good. Peace.